Good morning, friends. I am Gopi. I am from Hyderabad. I want to talk about today what I have been learning last six sessions. I want to tell about this. So, I'm going to talk about first art of parenting. Art of parenting is most important in this generation because both parents are busy with their works. They are unable to concentrate on their child, and they are keeping their child into what is that daycare, and they are going to work, and it is very difficult for them to take care of their child. In older days, we used to stay with our parents and grandparents, but nowadays, because of this world globalization and micro families, they are staying away from the grandparents and parents. So it is very difficult for to take care of children, and it is influencing a lot on child health and his habits and all these things. You see, if you don't have good relations with child, it is going to be influenced a lot, and it attracts they attracts to bad habits, and friendship influence is more in this. That's why we have to be careful, and we have to give a respect, and we have to give a lot, and we have to maintain a lot with our children's. And next I want to talk about voice modulation. Voice modulation is most important in our body language. Like 38% influence is there in this public speaking. So if you want to tell any story or anything, and you have to have pitch, pause, pace, and tone. So pitch, talking about volume. If you wherever you want to raise your volume or lower your volume, depends upon the situation and depends upon the words you are going to use. Next, it is pace. If you want to go to the speed, you have to go speed. If you have to go to the speed low, you can go, and moderate speed you can maintain. And pause, wherever you want to stop the speech, you have to give a pause. And talking about tone, you have to have a clear tone, and it should be how your emotions you can tell about from your tone. That's talking about voice modulation. Next, about poems. If you are going on stage and you are talking with the audience, you have to start with a poem or story or even one quotation, because if you start directly into the jump into the subject, it is not going to be attractive. If you start with the quotation or story or anything, they are going to attention at you, and they can listen easily, and at first instance only they can find that something is good from you. And you have to be careful, like poem just passion, optimistic, emotions, and measurable. So this is about talking about poems. And about human relations. Human relations is most important in this world, because it depends on your attitude, and how you are giving respect to others, and you have to believe yourself, and you have confidence on you, and on other person also. So that's talking about think before speak, wherever you have time and all these things. And talking about public speaking. Public speaking is most important, because nowadays people are very problem for them to speak in front of audience. Like one to one we can talk together like hours together, but speaking in front of audience and giving a speech on the dais is very challenging. So what you have to do is you have to have a lot of practice, a lot of what is that, practice. Then only you can achieve your strength, and you can speak in front of audience. And you have to listen more. If you want to speak in front of audience, you have to listen more, and you have to have confidence in you. Then only you can do. And you have to talk in front of mirror and self talk. And before giving speech, know your audience, whether they are children or middle-aged people or young, or what is the situation. Know your audience, and you can influence a lot, and you can motivate them. And you should have your own brand value. Don't impress, and be involved in topic always. That should be there. And whenever you go on stage and speak in front of audience, you have to have smile on your face, and hand movement and body language and self analysis, how you are giving your speech and all these things. And next I'm talking about creative thinking. Creative thinking, if you think, you get idea. So invent something new, always speak something new. And ability that what is creative thinking is the ability to imagine, and you have to do new work every day, then only spontaneous decision you can take. And spontaneous, if you have problem also, you can solve easily. So you believe yourself, and self belief is most important. If you do meditation more, you can achieve, and you can create new things in this. So I have learned a lot from this, and I want to talk about ABCD techniques. A is attraction, and B is ABCDE. So B is body language, and C is content, and D is decision, and E is evaluation. These are the most techniques to have best public speaker, to become a best public speaker. So keeping all this in mind, then only you can achieve your goal and targets. So thank you for listening for this, and if you have any questions, you can ask me. I will clear you. Thank you.